guys, welcome back to Star Bacteria channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload new video, you will be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming to watch my videos. I really appreciate that. So today, I'm going to show you how to cut and sew a molten sleeve. Now, a multi-sleeve is like a two-in-one sleeve. It has a basic sleeve and also another one that will be forming the puff part of it. So I have a link at the description box. So if you want to learn how to draft a basic sleeve, please go and check it out. I'll be using this fabric to cut the sleeve. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to cut out a basic long sleeve. So the length I'm working with is 23 and a half. And the bicep height is 5.5, and this is it. Okay, so the round wrist is 9 inches. That divided by 2 will give me 4.5, plus 1.5 seam allowance will give me 6 inches. So I'll mark 6 inches here. And the round bicep is 15 inches divided by 2 will give me 7.5, plus 1.5 seam allowance will give me 9 inches. So this is 9 inches here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect. Please go and check out how to draft a basic sleeve if you don't understand what I'm doing. And I'll connect down to the hemline this way using my cuff. I'm going to cut out the sleeve now. Okay. So I'll use this and cut the second sleeve. Okay, for the puff part of the sleeve, I've gone ahead to cut out these two pieces of fabric. Uh, the width is 16 inches on fold and the length is 17 and a half. Now, for you to know how much fabric you'll be cutting out, just double your bicep circumference. It's either you double it or you triple it, depending on how puffy you want your molten sleeve to look like. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to cut uh, this top like a sleeve. Give this pieces a sleeve shape. So what I'm going to do is to place my main sleeve, as a basic sleeve, this way. I'm going to place it at the midpoint of the fabric while it's on fold, and I will give it that sleeve shape. Okay. this is it. Hope you can see it. So this is it. The next thing I'm going to do is to open up the main fabric, the main is the basic sleeve this way, and I'm going to be marking where I'll be gathering this very one, that is the puffy, the one I'll be using for the puff. I'm going to mark on the main sleeve now. I'm going to mark where I'll be gathering this very one on. Okay, so I'll be gathering it at the at 9 inches. That is the line I'm going to be marking will be at 9 inches. So I'm going to mark 9 inches, 9 inches, 9 inches. So next I'm going to go over to my machine and run a gather stitch at these very pieces I'll be using as the top part of the sleeve. I'm going to run a gather stitch here and also at the top parts. Then I'll place it on the main sleeve this way and gather it, and also do the same thing at the upper part of the sleeve. So let's go over to my machine so I can show you how to do this. Okay, I've gone ahead to gather this fabric I'll be using as the puff side of the sleeve. As you can see, I gathered the top part and also the down part. Now I also notch the midpoint of the down part also, and I also notch the midpoint of the upper part. And also for the basic sleeve, I also notch the midpoint of the upper part, and I mark the midpoint where I'll be gathering the puff. Okay, that is where I have the 9 inches line. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to start sewing. So I'm going to turn my sleeve this way. This is the right side, so I'm going to face it this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to, this is the down part of the puff. I'm going to face it this way, and I'll place it on that 9 inches line I marked earlier. Okay. Now another thing I'm going to do, because I left 1.5 inch for the side seam of the sleeve, I'm going to mark this 1.5. I'm going to measure 1.5 from the side, that is for the seam allowance, and I will mark. I will start sewing at that 1.5 mark. I'm not going to start at the beginning of the, I'm not going to start at the edge here. I'm going to go in by 1.5 and I will start sewing. This will enable me to, by the time I finish gathering and I want to turn the sleeve, I'll be able to sew the seam, okay, without any struggle. I'm trying to arrange the gathers well before I'll start sewing. Okay, I'll start now. Okay, I'm done sewing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to lift the puff part of the sleeve up this way, as you can see. So I'm going to sew the sides now. First, I'm going to sew the basic sleeve first. So I'll turn this way. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. This is the puff side. This is the puff side. You can see. So this is the main sleeve inside. So I'm going to sew this one first. So I'll turn to the wrong side this way and this way, and I'll sew. By 1.5. Remember, I left 1.5 for seam allowance. Okay. I'm going to turn to the right side. And I will sew the puff side of the sleeve this way. See? I want to close the puff side of the sleeve now. You can see it's open by the side. So I'm going to close it. So I'll turn this way because I want the seam to be inside. Now, so okay, I'm done with the puff side. So the next thing I'm going to can see the puff side, can see the main sleeve. So the next thing I'm going to do is to gather the upper part of the puff side. I've already done that, so I'm going to join it to the basic sleeve. See the basic sleeve here is inside. You can see it from the top part is inside. So I'm going to gather this on the main sleeve. So what I'm going to do is to locate where I have the midpoint, where I notch, you can see, and also where I notch the puff part of the sleeve, which is this. So I'm going to match it up, pin it down. Then I'll sew round. I want to locate where I have the side seam. Look at it. So I'm going to match it up with the main sleeve side seam and the puff sleeve side seam. See? I hope you can see it. You can see. So I'm going to sew round now. I'm going to sew round to secure the pleats. So I'll do that quickly and I'll come back and show you. Okay, I'm done sewing. As you can see, this is my molting sleeve. You can see I held the two sleeves together, so it will be easier for me to fix on the gown I'm making. So this is the finished look. So for the second sleeve, I've already fixed it on the gown I'm making, as you can see. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.